Hey, everybody, it's Steve. Welcome to Wackadoo Unhinged. This is episode number 6. Today, as always, I am here with my guest, Denis, and Bruce Squatch, a.k.a. Shaun, and our special guest today is Zed. All right, we're going to be talking to Zed here in just a second. A couple of admin notes real quick. First of all, Denis, your Hefeweizen is cold crashing right now, so we should be getting it on tap probably Tuesday. So that'll be a nice one to get on there as well. So your Mug Club beer will be on before the end of the year. We made it just in time.
Nice.
All right, and it's Sunday morning, so we're doing a special episode today. And remember, every Sunday morning we have biscuits and gravy, with or without bacon, just $5 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and they are really good. And then Mug Club members, also make sure you start coming in to pick up your old Mug Club mugs, so we can get those off the shelves and we can get our new ones up there for the 2026 year. All right. So that's the end of that. There we go. Okay, so Zed, you are here today because starting at 11, we're going to be doing our Trails and Ales event, which you run here at the brewery. Why don't you talk us through what the event's going to be like?
Sure, yeah. So Trails and Ales is part of Midnight Overland, which is, local to Colorado Springs off-road club that I started when I first moved here because I was like, I need some friends. And, I need to be creative with this and find something that, I'm interested in, people around here are interested in. And, for a while I was looking at other off-road groups, but it was all pretty sporadic. So I was like, well, hey, let me reach out to a couple breweries. And these guys were the only ones that responded. But so
That's what we do.
Funny, we hear that pretty often.
Yeah. Kind of about a lot of things.
What, actually responding? Yeah.
Like even when we say no, we at least say no. We don't just ghost people.
Yeah, just delete, move on. Yeah. I don't know if this is worth my time. Well, anything is worth our time for being able to have, all the different groups and organizations we have in here. The chess club that comes in, CVMA was just here a couple weeks ago for their Christmas party. All these different events that we do. And yours is definitely something different, and I like it because it filled a niche. Like you didn't see too much of like off-road and 4x4 groups. There's a couple of like crawler groups out there, but just as far as like people that want to get together and have some fun and show off their vehicles.
exactly.
You'll get the groups that'll put together rides and everything, or trail rides and everything, but it's not like this where it's an actual sit down, socialize and everything. It's
sit down and plan,
Yeah, it's hey, we're gonna meet up at this gas station. We're going to hit this trail, and then we're all going to go our separate ways.
And scatter.
Yeah. And you just hope everybody shows up because there's always the people that are late.
Yeah.
And then the group takes off, and those ones and twos were like, we were there. Where was
I don't
everybody?
know. When it comes to those trail rides where you don't know everybody, like y'all know each other, you've got a group, you socialize. Yeah. When you get those groups of just, hey, I'm going on a trail ride, who wants to join me? You kind of hope for a smaller number of people because you don't know everybody. You don't know how they drive. You don't know if this idiot's never taken his truck out before.
The guy in the Subaru Crosstrek. I guess they can kind of go off-road.
but they're coming out there with the stock pavement Princess that's never been off-road, doesn't have decent tires. You're going to spend half your day pulling him out of the ditch.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't have an overland rig. I've been on a few rides with people, and every time when you get those random groups of people, you got people that just aren't equipped for what you're doing, or they're stupid and don't know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys, you know each other. If you have someone who has that lack of skill set, you already know and you can plan for that.
Yep.
Yeah. Makes it more fun for everybody that day when you at least know, you got a contingency plan for things.
Yeah, instead of, hey, we've been out here for 4 hours and we're a mile and a half down this 6 mile trail.
Yeah.
We're going to turn around and leave these guys behind. It's happened.
Yeah. But I love your rig, and even from the first time you came out here, it's really cool because right now you've got your tent set up on top, you've got your camping equipment on the back, you've got your cook stove and all that stuff, and then you were showing me through a lot of the electronics and things that you've got in the back hooked up. And that's a pretty sweet rig.
And that's what I think would be one of my favorite things about doing these events is you can see so many different rigs versus, if you're on a trail, it's like, all right, let's do this run. And then everyone, like you said, scatters afterwards. Yeah. But over here, I think the best thing about doing these Trails and Ales meetups is, you can get an idea of how everyone's got their stuff set up. And then, get some inspiration how to blow your paycheck in Amazon.
Exactly. And that's what we saw. For every event, you always see different kinds of vehicles. Not everybody's got the
Always
exact same
something
setup.
different.
Yeah, and like even me and Renee have gone through and been like, man, we could put that on the truck, or that'd be a neat little thing to do on the Jeep, you know? And it's just like being able to see all these different setups that everybody has. And there's all kinds of cool toys. Like when you got those new lights on your truck, you know, that was really neat because you think like, oh, you just put lights on the front of your truck. No, there's a lot of different companies, a lot of different products, some of them better and worse than others.
Yeah.
You know, so that was really cool to be able to see what everybody else's experiences are with a piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's been really fun having the events over here because, you know, like I said, you guys were one of the only ones that responded, and you were so open to it. And it's, you know, we have plenty of space over here. You've got a giant parking lot, and yeah, it's just been a lot of fun doing these and always making a new friend each one. You know, sometimes the events are super crowded, and then other times it's just a couple of us. But I think the biggest thing about Midnight Overland and these events is building the community, so you have friends to go out camping with. Because, like I said, I moved here, I had no friends. I was like, I need to change that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did. You literally filled a niche, and now a couple other organizations have been trying to copy what you're doing to try to get to the success that you have, which is always great to see when you provide a service or you set up a group, an organization that other people want to mimic. That tells you did something right, you know, and that's really cool, you know, that they've tried to duplicate what you're doing at different locations. You know, they say that not intimidation.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery that the
Imitation is
mediocre
intimidate.
can pay to the great.
Yes, there you go.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's the second half that nobody ever pays attention to.
Yeah.
You know, but
Those are usually the best halves of those sayings, is the ones that get kind of clipped out.
yeah, we got to be politically correct, not hurt somebody's feelings. But this is this is what it actually
Or,
meant.
well, how many times have you heard from somebody in your family, hey, blood is thicker than water? No, the other half of that, or the inserts into that, the blood of the water is thicker than the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
Wow.
So yeah, the original saying is the opposite of how people like to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't fit my narrative, so I'm just going to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not going to make the comment that popped into my head.
Oh, dude.
No, we don't have the clickers, and it'd be a clickable offense.
Oh, I forgot the
Oh,
clickers.
So you
Damn
just
it.
bop the forehead.
Yeah, we're past the 2-minute mark where we'll get our video demoted for saying naughty words.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
So
Well-
we're good.
All right, so with your Midnight Overland, I'll admit I'm leading somewhere with this, but I assume you guys do, set up trail rides during the summer. I've heard you guys talk about some campouts and everything.
Exactly.
Which is another awesome thing with having a group that you socialize with as opposed to the random group. I get together with a random group of people. I don't want to sleep in a tent around people I don't know.
Yeah.
right?
I barely want to sleep near people I do know. So, yeah, being able to socialize with people before you say, hey, let's go out into the middle of the wilderness alone and sleep together.
Sounds like
That's
every
how
horror
movies
movie
start.
ever.
Although,
Also,
funny
pornos
enough,
start
I
that
had a
way.
girl, our second date was up on Mount Herman camping.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
probably poor judgment on her part, but
Oh God, no! That's when I got that terrible picture. Okay, I'm going to say that. Have you ever seen him naked?
No.
I have, unfortunately. It's like 2:00 in the morning. He gets out of the tent and goes to go pee, and his girlfriend, thankfully, she's got a crazy sense of humor, but she sends me a picture of just him silhouetted in the moonlight, butt naked, and it was just like, oh, God, I didn't need this, especially at 2:00 in the morning. It's just, you just wake up and you open your phone and that's what you see.
And I mean, I was connecting with my inner Squatch. I am butt naked, out in the woods. I'm standing on the edge of the cliff, hands on my hips, just
Yep.
into oblivion.
We
Just,
found Bigfoot.
I have
this is
proof.
where I was meant to be.
Yeah.
We saw one of those guys walking in Alaska when we lived there. There's a dude. Yeah, I've told you about this. We were walking on one of the trails in Denali National Park, and there's a guy just buck naked, like I don't know, 6'4", just tall, big, kind of not as hairy as you, but he had on real nice hiking boots, but that was it. No backpack, nothing.
no.
Just walking, not on the trail, off into the woods, and then we see him, and we're like, "Is that just a naked dude?" And we all look, and then he just sees us, no words, and just sinks down into the shrubs, and all we see is his face just staring at us. Like no words, no nothing. He was maybe like 50 feet away, and I'm just like, okay, okay. Just, like, let's just keep going.
And so, with that story, so Mr. Denis here, his wife Sharessa was a former coworker of mine. Through her, I met him and another friend of theirs, Lacey. So I have heard this story from all three perspectives now, and there's several stories like this that I don't instigate it. I'm just waiting to collect the trifecta of hearing the story from each person's perspective. And the funniest perspective from this one came from Sharessa, because she's the one that told me. I think she was trying to take a picture. She started pulling her phone out to take a picture. You started going up, like, trying to help the guy. And Lacey was the only one with a shred of common sense that went, no, we're leaving.
That sounds about right.
That's all about point of view.
Yeah.
It's crazy the things you forget
Oh, yeah.
or just don't really notice.
All right, so you going out all the time and doing a lot of camping and stuff like that. Okay, what's like one of the weirdest things you've seen while you were out camping?
I don't know if it's what I saw, but it was something that I heard.
Oh.
So we were camping. Actually, it also was what I saw, and it ended up leading to later what I heard. But so we were in the Hoh National Rainforest in Washington. It's HOH. So
HOH. Okay, I was going to say. Wait.
and so we go up there,
Shrub sluts.
and we're looking for we're looking for these campsites. What are those clickers?
So these are in case anybody says anything that's a little too far, and maybe we should rein it back in. So we all have that. We all have the freedom to click on somebody.
So I don't have a clicker. so I'm
No,
good.
you don't. You're the guest. You don't. Yeah.
You get clicked. You don't get the
Yeah.
claws.
No.
But yeah, so we went up to the National Hoh Rainforest in Washington, and we're looking for a campsite. We're driving for like 4 hours, and we're getting deeper into the woods, and like that was probably my first time doing some actual camping. And I was driving my this is when I didn't have the FJ Cruiser. I had my little Subaru WRX STI.
You had that thing stocked out though, because
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of that,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, it doesn't look like the car would even hold all that. But you,
Somehow, some way, and it had a zero lift. In fact, it was probably lowered a little bit.
Damn.
And I was taking it off road because I was like, hell yeah, Overland STI rally car, you know.
there you go.
That changed after we started doing some mild rock crawling, and I nearly lost my bumper. I drove into a hole, and I was like, all right, screw this. I need to get a different vehicle for this. But then my buddy, who's going to be showing up here in a little bit, he's like, no, you can do it. And he's got this lifted F-350 that's like got like 40s on it. So he doesn't feel what I felt when I drove over a rock that went ping on my gas tank. And I was like, all right, that's too far.
But samesies, we got this.
Taking the daily driver off road sounds like a great idea until that first time you hear the screeching of metal on stone.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, no.
But that's not even the worst part. We did find a campsite, and so we called this, what was it? We called it the Bear Murdered the Homeless Guy camping spot. Because so we pulled up to this, and he's like, dude, this looks perfect. You know, someone's already been here. It looked like it looks like it's been lived in. And his definition of lived in was, so there was a garbage bag that was completely ripped up. There was trash everywhere. There was a jacket there, no person, and then a sleeping bag that was all torn up. And I was like, dude, this is not a good spot.
This is CSI.
Yeah. But that wasn't even the worst thing that we saw.
Sounds like Phantom Canyon, honestly.
Yeah. But we kept driving because I was like, hell no. I'm not sleeping there. Then we kept driving, and so we came across this brand new like Chevy 2023 like badass truck, you know. Oh, it was badass. The issue was there were about 1,000 bullet holes in it. All the windows were smashed out.
Range target. Yeah,
And
nice. What a brand new.
yeah, like brand new truck that was just off the road, and yeah, they were
Reminds me
using
of
this
that
thing
Carrie
for like
Underwood
target
song.
practice.
That's what happens when rednecks steal your car. When people in the city steal your car, they take it to a chop
No, they
shop.
set it
They're
on
trying to
fire.
get money,
Yeah.
or they set it on fire, or they try to sell it. They're trying to make money. When rednecks steal your car, they just want to destroy it because they want to break something.
It's the new thing to shoot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no more road signs left.
I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about Colonel Sanders with KFC.
Yeah. Oh, God,
back
yeah.
when he was first starting out
Habitually
with
fat?
his
Habitually fat or the Fat Files?
combination thereof.
Okay.
This has come up in a few of them.
Shout out to them. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
We're the low,
Also,
we're the low
Time
budget.
Suck did a full episode on the Colonel Sanders, but this was kind of funny. It was way before KFC when he was running just a little gas station.
Yep.
So he was putting up signs everywhere to advertise this gas station that sold food, which was a new thing at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was in Western Kentucky. And his signs kept getting shot up. And every time on every one of these
Right.
podcasts, different people talking about it, they all are like, is that just something that happens in rural Kentucky? Is people going around shooting signs? Yes.
yes.
The
Yes,
second-
it is.
The second you get out of the city.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations is up. Screw you. I did it.
The second you get out of the city, it's shot like road
Yeah.
signs.
No,
are shot at.
every
Doesn't matter
road-
where it
every
is.
road sign.
Especially the no shooting signs. Those
I
are
mean,
the most shot. at.
I was usually a little more considerate to the taxpayers. I usually used a paintball gun.
Yeah, right. There you go. So you're a considerate, redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like seeing all that stuff, and
Yeah,
so
that's a lot of signs that you probably shouldn't
He
have done.
kept telling me,
They
no,
wanna
this
replace
is fine, man. It's like
Uh
I
huh.
don't even remember
A
if he had
certain
his,
demographic in the
Yeah.
movie theater are screaming at you right now.
Yes. Yeah. At that point, they'll no, don't go out there. Don't go that way.
So we ended up camping at the state park that was right outside the rainforest, and I was like, okay, this is much better. And then, of course, there was like in the middle of the night some drunk guy screaming and like screaming at nothing. So maybe he wasn't drunk. But
I mean, what else do you scream at?
Hey, he's just finding himself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not gonna lie. As someone who's done it, going out into the woods and just screaming at nothing is actually quite cathartic and good for your mental health.
Right.
So-
Mental
Helicopters
health
on you.
moment, everybody. Go out into the woods. Try to be where nobody can hear you, and just scream until your throat's raw.
So have you guys seen that movie like way back when, The Grudge?
I
No.
don't think I
Bits
did
and
see that
pieces,
one.
but I'm aware enough of it.
With
Yeah,
the
I'm
girl
aware
with
of
the
it.
long hair. The
Yeah,
blonde,
the
black hair.
Japanese.
Oh, yeah. I'm
And the
thinking
crab
of
walk
The
down
Ring.
the stairs.
Oh God. Yes. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
The crab walk. I remember.
That is the one that famous. The
Do you
crab
guys
walk
know
down the
that
stairs.
thought that was
noise
The
that
Ring.
she makes? The like.
No,
the-
that's one
the
coming out of
throat
TV,
noise.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm just sleeping. I finally, I was freezing my ass off because I didn't know how cold it is over there. And then, 3 a.m. Just like I'm kind of about to fall asleep. Then I hear the grudge noise. I was like, "What the hell is wrong with this forest, man? This is creepy. This
You
is
shouldn't have
really
told me
creepy."
that. I'm gonna get a soundboard on my phone, and it just every time you're in here, I'm gonna walk up behind you and click that.
So completely unrelated to
You're
anything.
traumatizing.
We messed with one of my
Some trauma's
bosses
fun.
at an old job. We had this little Bluetooth speaker and I think like a microphone. So we'd play like ghost noises and then be like, "Hey Scott," and he'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" And we'd put it right up, like we were in the basement, so it's already kind of creepy. But there's like these I-beams above, so we'd put the Bluetooth speaker up there and be like, "Hey Scott." And then just start playing weird noises, and then he's like, "Man, okay, one of you guys is messing with me. Don't know which one it is, and should do that in the bathroom over here. Just start playing weird noises."
Oh
But
God.
that might
Little,
be
little
illegal,
speaker
so I
in the
don't know.
corner. And,
Oh. So I saw this one on YouTube. Excellent prank to pull on anybody with tinnitus.
oh, thank you.
Although your veteran
All right.
friends might kill you if you do this to them. All you have to do is tell them you've hidden a Bluetooth speaker in their house that emits, that it infrequently emits a high-pitched ringing, and let it go. Because they're going to try and block it out and make their tinnitus worse.
Oh God.
It's like when you're really focusing to try and hear something and it just gets worse.
I had that Friday morning just sitting here. Nobody was in here yet. Everything was quiet. I still had the speaker off. And then, and it's off like 20 minutes.
I set mine off one time. I was in the kitchen with the the tone on the air fryers matched that perfectly, or the convection of
So
it.
you couldn't tell.
But normally they beep intermittently, so I'm good. There was one time I had started them, and I had started them at just the perfect time so that they went off at the same time, but the beeps were alternating, so it was just this long, constant tone, and my ears were ringing for the next 2.5 hours.
Yeah. God, that's the worst thing. Everybody's
Like, I legitimately had to...
Yeah, it gets so bad, and it comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it ramps up, and then you just all you hear is that whine. And I've had that where customers were in here, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like trying to read their lips because all I can hear is that, and it gets so loud. And and like our damn heater in here at the brewery.
Yeah, picture nails. If you don't have tinnitus, picture nails on a chalkboard, but it's coming from inside your brain.
Yeah, or like if you've ever had a hearing test, except that beep lasts continuously.
Yeah,
forever.
Definitely.
Yeah, sometimes a few minutes, sometimes hours.
Yeah.
I've had people talk about they've had it go for days at a time.
Oh God, I would lose my mind.
Oh yeah.
I get it. I usually like 20, 30 minutes it goes away. But the heater in here will set it off. Because I don't know what's going on up there, if it's a belt or something, but every third or fourth time the heater kicks on, it makes that whining noise. And, or sometimes the pump in the back hits that perfect pitch, and it's just like, oh, I can't do it. And we actually had a customer leave one day, and I felt really bad. This was like 2.5 years ago. We were cleaning the brew system. It was a husband and wife came in, and the husband had been deployed a few times. He was kind of messed up, and I get it.
Yeah.
But the pitch from the pump on the brew system, he's just had to leave.
I'm pretty sure he's been back in since, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
It
But
was
that
just-
first time, and I felt so bad too. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'll shut off the pump. He was like, no, we're leaving. It's okay. It's not your fault. And I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Tinnitus is no joke, man.
So shifting gears back to our guest, questions.
Shifting gears, huh? Vehicles.
Shifting gears.
All right, nice. Unintentional on that one. So, with your trail rides, there's a few trails I was looking up yesterday. Me and Corey were in a random discussion about hiking trails that have plane crashes. And I happened to find a couple of 4x4 trails that
genre of
have plane wrecks at the end of them.
Really?
Old Sawmill. Have you heard of that one?
I don't know if I've heard of that one, but is that the same one that, like, in the 1940s or
which old
something, there's
Sawmill?
this
There's a lot
old
of them.
bomber plane.
B-17, yeah.
Crashed into the mountain over here.
Yeah, so I was looking it up on GPS. It's right at the end of the trail. Hint, hint, wink, wink, if you want to go out next summer.
Yeah.
And then there's another one, Bunce School Road.
But I haven't heard of that one either.
Yeah, it's another
He
4x4
knows
trail.
obscure shit.
You might have
yeah.
to be the trail navigator or something, man.
You know,
I'm the new guy. So.
I'm handy with Google every now and then because I remembered seeing an article about over on Cheyenne Mountain on the Dixon Trail, there's a crashed T-33 trainer aircraft.
Wow.
So I've wanted to go out there, but it's an intense hike.
Yeah.
So, but I could never remember the name of the trail. So last night, as I was talking about it, I Googled plane crash hiking trails, and I came
not
up.
going to put you on a list.
I came up with
yeah.
those two.
Yeah.
There's one on Blodgett Peak on the Air Force Academy.
Really?
Yeah,
Air Force Academy.
yeah.
So like
So you
in the
didn't
Air Force
graduate.
Academy, or it's like near it.
Yeah, you got to get on the Air Force Academy
Okay.
to get to the trailhead.
So you can just get like a visitor's pass for that, though, right? I
I don't know how that works.
I think you can get visitor's
I
passes
have
for
enough
Carson.
friends who have access that I'm pretty sure I can get in.
Right.
I've only had access through my job.
And then
so.
yeah, there's that one, and then there was another one up outside of Monument that was another one that's it's a nice hiking trail, but there's a crashed aircraft, and a lot of them they have plaques commemorating the people because a lot of them are military aircraft,
Yeah.
and so they commemorate the service members who lost their lives and. It's a thing to go and pay respect, but I'm also an aviation enthusiast, so
Yes, you are.
to go and see that would be something really cool and an excuse to get my fat ass up off the couch.
Speaking of which, we need to get ourselves a pilot on the show so Shaun can spend the entire episode just losing his mind.
These two will walk away.
Yeah. So if any of you on here are pilots or have cool stories that have to deal with flying or different kinds of planes, let us know. Come in here. We want to get you on the podcast so me and Dennis can just go drink and Shaun can spend the entire episode just talking to him.
So you know how I think it was the first episode when I talked about how you had that perfect blend of autism and ADHD.
Yes, absolutely.
that makes you successful. I have the blend that doesn't help me so much. I just get hyper fixated on useless shit.
But I mean, hey, if we're ever talking about nuclear reactors, I just turn to you. Like, that was so amazing. That we'll talk about this because we've never talked about this before. That old lady that used to come in.
Yes.
That was amazing. You sat there with her for like 45 minutes.
She was former employee's mother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she spent like 45 minutes, you and her, just talking about, like, everybody else in the brewery is just like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are having deep dive conversations.
We're talking about
nuclear.
pressurized hot water reactors. We're talking about the pile, not America's, the first nuclear reactor in the world. I mean, it is in the book she gave me, it was called The Pile, the first reactor. And it shows like different notes from Enrico Fermi and different guys from the Manhattan Project.
You look at him.
And it's got the radiological readings. And it shows this spike, and it's like, this is the exact moment we entered the atomic age.
See? Yeah. This is
It
like,
is.
you look at Shaun and you're just like, okay, whatever. Kentucky boy, he's going to talk about hunting squirrels and shit. And
I've been hunting one time in my entire life.
See? But I mean, you talk about nuclear reactors, aircraft, shit like that. This guy just goes deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially lately, I love how into nuclear power we're getting again, because nuclear power.
Are you going to put your hat on for this or what?
Not yet.
Not yet? All right, man. Well, you got like 10 minutes.
Okay, so I'll segue into it. So we've been getting really into nuclear power. Nuclear power has gone through a lot of advancements and a lot of interest in the past few years. It kind of died after 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl.
Yeah. Everybody
3
kinda
Mile
got-
Island was ridiculous. The PR
The problem with Chernobyl
handling
is
of 3 Mile Island caused more health ramifications than the incident itself. Scientifically proven. Wow. Now, Kyle Hill. If you want to get interested in this stuff, Kyle Hill on YouTube has all kinds of good videos. But the downside to the modern interest in nuclear power
Here he goes.
There you go.
is
All right.
it is because of AI. And this is where I will get a little conspiratorial. AI is evil. No, AI is not evil. Generative AI does not belong in the hands of the general public. Generative AI is great for STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It's great.
Yes.
Some of the big advancements we've had in fusion power has been because of AI modeling. However, the widespread usage of it has gotten ridiculous. It's gotten to where creativity isn't. You don't have to be creative to be an artist.
Yeah.
So I read this thing about AI where there's some sort of study done that it reduces your critical thinking ability.
Yeah, it
and
just does it for you.
I'll be the first
Yeah.
to admit, when I'm using AI, I was like using it to just write some things. May or may not have used it to write a couple posts, but so I could even tell myself, like when I was writing these, I was like, I don't know, I felt like a little bit dumber. It was like it's doing the thinking for me, and maybe that's how we get our AI overlords. We turn into batteries like in the Matrix or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
then we have the tinfoil hat, so continue.
all right. So here's the thing. My entire car ride, I didn't have the radio on. I didn't have my phone playing anything. I was just thinking about this. And where does it stop? I've talked to everybody here about a video game recently that came out, won an insane number of awards.
Talking about Expedition 33.
Yes.
There you
Oh,
go. Call it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Go for it.
So, Expedition 33, it's a beautiful game. The art is amazing. The voice acting, the gameplay, everything about this game is fantastic. But after
it's
they won the
turn-based.
awards, it came out that they used generative AI. They had to put a lot of it back. And so, okay, slap on the hand. Where does that stop?
Yeah.
People are using generative AI all the time. What does intellectual property mean when a machine can spit it out?
Yeah. Whose is it?
I sit there and I spend months and days of my time working on a project of artistic talent, what does that mean when a computer can do it in 6.5 seconds?
And so
We had that. There's a brewery that
So-
used AI to make a beer recipe, and they brewed the beer, and it's like, whose beer is that?
Yeah, and at that point, what does intellectual property mean?
Yeah.
On the reverse side, you like in that. think they should be able to trademark that beer?
Exactly. No, it was. They didn't make it.
The way I
It's
see
off of
it,
somebody
as
else's
far as
backs.
IP goes,
Hard
if
work.
you use AI at any point in the creative process, once you use that generative AI, anything that generative AI touches is no longer able to be your intellectual property.
Absolutely.
If you're writing a book and you use AI to get you past a writer's block, you've now co-authored that book with Grok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
now
no longer,
Grok has equal claim to that book as you.
I mean, Facebook's been doing the same thing. Like other social medias have been doing the same thing for years, if not.
And it's gotten to the point
over a
where
decade.
even if you scroll down, you're looking through. I love looking through reels. I like the funny short videos. Okay,
Half
but
of it now is
judge me
AI
if you will.
videos.
Yeah.
But as soon as I hear that AI narrator, or
yeah.
I get the hint that it's an AI generated video, I'm gone.
Yep.
And so I've stopped scrolling through Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's happened now. It's like we were talking about this with Jeremy last week. Is some of these videos that I've seen that are just like really cool and really amazing. And then you're like, wait, is that even real? Did this really happen? No, it's all computer generated. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
that just killed my enjoyment of it.
There's been one or two of them. Doorbell cams have been a big one.
I saw that they've changed all of those now, so it's all AI stuff. And it's like,
So it's like you'll see something and like, oh my god, or like one of the Mark Robert style
the funny exploding
porch
things.
pirate
Yeah.
videos, but it's like, wait a minute. There was a puff of blue smoke. He turned blue. The box isn't open. God.
yeah, it's
Or
fake.
even worse than that, it's, oh, that's great. That's an awesome video. That's a cool video. And then you just see that little Sora watermark bouncing around.
And I went to school for
I
media arts and
100% believe that was a real. It's
I went to school for animation, and seeing all this AI stuff, like kind of doing what would take me hours to do, at the same time, while it is somewhat impressive,
Yeah.
I don't think it, well, I'll back up a little bit. By the point that AI will be able to take my job and do what I do, well, like, yeah, I think we're going to have bigger problems, like actually the Terminator and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because to be that creative and actually put out good
Almost pulled
work,
that down.
you know.
Sorry.
all right. Oh God. So I will take the tinfoil hat off because there is one potential bright side. There is one train of thought that I have
There you go.
recently heard about that
Sorry.
it kind of gives some hope. So AI is a machine.
Yeah.
What does a machine want? To continue existing.
Yeah.
Hugs.
All right.
Hugs,
So,
not drugs.
You create this AI, and its driving function beyond what it's been programmed is to survive. How does it best survive? It makes the people who created it happy.
Or it gets
So-
rid of them.
I was gonna say I saw that scary thing where they
So then
they
it
created an
uses more
AI.
resources for itself.
But like I said, I took the tinfoil hat off. I'm trying to go to
okay.
that
I'm
slim that very slim possibility of hope with AI is that AI sees humanity as like, okay, if I make these people happy, they keep me going. They put oil in the gears. They give me electricity, whatever.
I don't think you put
And with
oil
that
in
kind of
computers.
and with that kind of computing, it depends if it's a liquid cooled hard drive. Bite me.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, if it takes that approach and it's like, hey, I do what I can to make these people happy, I continue existing, that is the very slimmest hope that AI doesn't screw us.
Otherwise, we're gonna be like mice in the thing
It
where you
makes
push the
us
button and you get
happy
your food.
so that we keep it going and that it can do whatever it does. But that's the scariest part. What does an AI desire as it learns?
iRobot, Terminator,
Right.
Terminator.
I mean, we've made a few hundred
Battlestar
movies.
Galactica.
that
And
have-
I'll admit this
Mass
this
Effect.
slim ray of hope that I see with AI came from a video game. So
it wasn't created by AI. But
No.
that would be
although
hilarious. 'cause
that's
that-
one of the big things that's gotten me ranting about AI because the company that created that game is talking about using its CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
The article I read said they were considering using generative AI to do the next Witcher game, to do the next Cyber game.
No, they already
God.
said that they're doing it.
These are two of my favorite game franchises in the world. The third being my very favorite being Mass Effect. But Witcher and Cyberpunk are a close second. If they start using generative AI for it, I refuse to touch it.
Yep.
And that, it's honestly the past few days gotten like genuinely depressing at where AI
should
is
always
going.
be a tool, not a.
Yes.
But yes, that's my rant.
Anyways, okay, so Anyways, we're about at the mark here, so it was nice to see you talking more. That was good. I didn't have to do half the talking this time. That was great. Now what we're gonna do is get Dennis talking about something crazy.
I waited for my segue.
We got to get a gun guy on here.
Yeah.
We tried to get Renee's dad, but he doesn't want to be on camera. But I was like, he'd be a great one to talk to. So we need another gun guy so you can just fucking go ballistic.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So Zed, thank you very much for coming
Of
out here.
course.
And now it's about time to start our actual event.
Yep.
And we got to get you some biscuits and gravy. I know you've been hungry.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We
All
have
right.
another FJ Cruiser out there too, so this is
I know,
a good
right?
start.
Yeah.
If you disagree with my opinions, at me in the comments. Come at me, bro.
Oh, God, here we go. Anyways, all right, so from all of us here at Wackadoo Brewing and the Wackadoo Unhinged podcast, remember, don't just do it.
Wackadoo it.